A while back, someone wanted me to answer what I thought about what should our motivational life be. More specifically, my take on the conflicting ideas of nihilism and absurdism. And that was really hard for me to answer, I think. I spent weeks, I wrote on my notes just a bunch of ideas that I had. Like, how do I even answer something like that? And in the middle of just thinking about what my answer should be to such a loaded question, I ended up giving myself a bit of a writing exercise. There was this this is Osama Sun music video with him and Netspend, and they're like overly edited, and they got like a bunch of just random paragraphs of information. It's very interesting to read when you slow it down, and then in part of this music video, there's just like this list of Osama Sun and Netspend's 10 rules of existing. And I read it and I thought, damn, I like that, you know? It's kind of like the 10 Commandments. So, I just thought I should probably give my take on my 10 rules of life. I can only write 5 of these just because my whiteboard isn't that big, so it's my 5 rules of existing. And I really thought about this, like, if I had to write my own commandments of how I think everyone should live, I think I could have wrote 10 for sure, but I think these 5 are very important in the way I live, and I think they might help other people in how they should live as well. I mean, can't force you to do anything. No one can really, but I mean, you can try. I don't know. So these are my 5 rules of existing. Where's my marker at? I wouldn't say that. Number 1. Love is the catalyst to a meaningful life. Through my research of finding out the whole idea of nihilists and how they think nothing in life really matters and there's no motivation to really do anything, I thought, I can kind of relate, I guess, but how does someone even get out of that mindset? You know, because absurdism is the same core idea that nothing in life matters, but they look at it through a hopeful perspective, like they're happy that nothing in life matters. And I think the main catalyst that separates these two conflicting ideas is just love itself. You know, I find it very hard to believe that someone who has love for something, whether it be another human being or a hobby or a set of ideas, can really say, like, to someone's face that nothing in life matters. If you love something, something matters. And I think that the only way a meaningful life can even exist is if you have love for something. Because yeah, nothing matters, but the fact that we're human and we're capable of experiencing love and adding value to ideas or people or objects, that's what gives a life value. See this Mario amiibo I got when I was like 8 years old? Of course you can just sit here and say, yeah, this is just a piece of plastic. When you die, it's just going to be donated to a Goodwill or even destroyed. It really means nothing to it, but because I love it so much and I put so much value in it, in the memories that I've experienced with it, it means something to me. It's valuable. I love this thing. I have like a whole bunch of amiibos. But this Mario one's one of my favorites. I got this like 2014, 2015 when they were first coming out. A brand new one's like $20, $30, I think. These used to be like $12 a piece. It's crazy. But I love this thing so much. It adds value to it far beyond what the $12 it took to cost. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but I love it. That's what adds value to it. That's what makes it so meaningful. It's very dusty though. Number 2, beneath every man-made concept we identify with, we all bleed red. No one is better or worse. Back when I didn't have a job, I was in school, I'd always look up to people who just dressed a certain way, acted a certain way. They had so much confidence in themselves. They could lift more than me. I used to think those people were better than me because they were happier. They knew what they wanted. They had an identity. Anything that I wanted, they had. Whether it be in the physical, tangible sense they had something that I didn't, or in the mentality these people carried, they had something I didn't. Whether it be like someone I saw online like Uzi, or some random kid at school who just had confidence and didn't stutter when he talked. I used to put those people above me until I realized, beneath anything we hide ourselves with, that we mask ourselves with, it could be makeup, it could be an identity, none of that really adds or negates anything to the life of a human being, Strip away anything this person has, any man-made concept, any bachelor's degree or fancy job title they have. It's just a human. I'm just a human. There's nothing else to it. It's not better or worse than me. And they can have the things that I want. I could just learn to get those things. I could work my way up to adopting the same mentality they have, or same job title they have, the same amount of weight they can bench press. Anything they have, I can have it too. So I'm not really looking at that anymore and being envious of it. I'm proud of them for having something that I don't have in the current moment, but I can get to it. It's less envious now and more inspiring, if anything. Just knowing it's possible. If another human who bleeds red like me can have it, I can have it too. Separate choice from the individual. Love each other unconditionally for existing. However, a poor demonstration of free will is allowed to be frowned upon. Appropriate consequences should be taken against the evildoer. Now, for like the past 12 months, I've adopted this idea that we should just love everyone unconditionally, like the way Jesus Christ does. And I thought about it more and more, like, that's such a beautiful idea. Like, the way a baby looks at the world. A baby has no concept of good or bad. It's just a human being who just smiles at everything and looks at everything with no context, and it's just a happy human being. Of course, as it becomes more programmed to the structure of society, it develops ideas of good and bad and chooses what to grasp onto as good, what to grasp onto as bad, and allows themselves to love or hate certain ideas and people based on their their perspective of what's good and bad. And I thought, what is like, I just feel like the world would be such a better place if we understood that most things that we consider bad is all just perspective, I guess. I feel like there are certain things, of course, that are evil. And I feel like we should separate what a human being is and what their actions are. Like, I love someone for just existing, for just being here, for just being a human, because I'm a human just like them. And they're not any better than me. And we come from the same exact place, from a womb. That's just another life to me. He's just like me. I can look at someone who looks very much different from me on the street. And I just, like this homeless guy who asked for money today, I gave him money because when I see him, I just see myself. We just came from the same place, and we just made different choices. We had different circumstances. I'm sure if I was born in his circumstances, I would have been the one asking for money for myself that day. My perspective is that I am you and you are me. Like, I can see someone, that is just me. That is me. We came from the same place. The only difference is our circumstances. I could have ended up being a terrible human being if I had grown up into the same different circumstances, because we're all just a blank slate. We all start up as a blank slate. So why would I hate someone for being different than me or making decisions I don't agree with? I love the fact that this person is a human being, but of course they can do things I don't agree with, you know. And when someone does something evil that I don't agree with, I don't hate that person, because that person is just me at the end of the day. What I feel like I would have done if I was born under different circumstances. But I don't like what they did. So I separate those two ideas. The human being and their illusion of their demonstration of free will. To me, those things are very different from each other. And yeah, I mean, someone does something to me that I don't like, I'm not going to hate that person personally. I just hate the fact that they were born and given a chance at life to do anything they wanted, to show any type of demonstration of free will, and yet they choose to hurt me or to hurt others. And for that, I think they should be punished for. People still deserve consequences for their actions. And it's not like I want people to be hurt because of their actions, but unfortunately some people do deserve to have consequences for what they do to others. You hurt someone, you lie, you cheat, you steal, unfortunately you do deserve consequences. I really wish we live in a world where those actions didn't occur in the first place, but now that you did them, you know, consequences should happen. I still love you for who you are, what type of person you are. But the fact that you did that, you need a consequence, or else life wouldn't be fair without them. So, the human being and their demonstration of free will, I consider those two different aspects. I really don't think anyone's born bad. Give love to those who deserve it the least, because they need it the most. I remember in the 8th grade, I was listening to this TED Talk about this guy who almost shot up a mall because he was very depressed and angry at the world and just wanted to hurt someone the way he was hurt. And he almost went through with it until one of his friends just wanted to talk to him and have a conversation with him. And he felt remorse for what he was about to do and ended up not doing it. And at the end of the TED Talk, this quote always stuck with me, that we have to give love to those who deserve it the least because they need it the most. If that guy hadn't gotten love before he did what he was intending to do, a lot of more people would have been hurt and damaged. I feel like people can be saved if some of us have the courage to reach out and just talk to these people. If someone tries to hurt me, it's very tempting to get angry, but I just think to myself, what did this person do to have hate in his heart so much? I wonder what happened to him. I wonder how his day was. You know, a lot of problems can be solved by just the honest conversation, I think. Just asking someone what they're really mad at, or what their problem is with life. Just to be more understanding. I don't think I want to hurt anyone. I always just hurt myself and just wanted someone else to feel something. To feel what I felt. That's why I did that. But it can be really hard too, because they really do deserve it the least. But I feel like that's what a part of being a good person was. I think that's what being a good person should be. You know, it can be hard to do the right thing, but you have to be steady and sacrifice. My last one is take off your mask. An image is not needed. Have uncomfortable conversations about yourself to someone who will listen and won't judge. Live your truth. In the most recent months, I've been burdened with a lot of things in the back of my mind that even I was too uncomfortable to have conversations with myself. And I spent hours in what felt like isolation, because I knew I had so much things to say. But even if I did tell myself this, it wouldn't have the same satisfaction of telling another human being. You know, human beings are naturally social creatures. We have to have someone that's just like us to live. We need to communicate with others to have a good quality of life. And I feel like a lot of the problems that we bury in the back of our minds need to be spoken out. Just say everything that you think is bad that's in the back of your mind. Just say it out loud just to see how it feels. But even that's not enough. I feel like you need to tell someone this. Someone needs to be a witness to what's being said. Just to get that satisfaction out that I was scared of someone knowing these things about myself, but this person knows now. So what? I think this one really requires someone else that you love or that you trust. Even a therapist, someone who you would feel comfortable knowing these things about you and just saying it all out. Just saying it all out loud would be really good. It's very satisfying. I've done this recently, and I've just been saying anything that comes from the back of my mind that I've been scared to say out loud for years. And it's been freeing, you know, like I told this one person now, and to this one person I am my true self. I don't have to keep holding up an image. This person knows the type of mess I am, the beautiful, complicated, ugly, beautiful mess that I am. And if one person doesn't care, then who else is gonna care? I mean, there's so much noise nowadays. People love to talk, and I feel like it gets to a point where all that noise and all that talking becomes so useless to make the effort to care at a certain point. There's so much talking, people just need to have an opinion on something. I can like grab a razor blade right now and cut my chest open, and I feel like someone just needs to have an opinion on it. Like, no, like shut the fuck up. So like just hug someone, you know? You don't need to say so much shit all the time. Just quiet. Just understand someone, even if you're that person that's listening to someone talk about their problems. You don't need to have the answer to everything. Just being there and hearing them out is enough. It gets to a point where if you live your truth to just one person and are just honest, you would stop caring what other people think. Like, this really isn't that bad. What I've been bearing in the back of my mind. I said everything that I really needed to say, and I feel a lot less burdened. I feel like the opinion of others on the opinion of others and what they think about me or what they think about my worst, darkest thoughts doesn't matter no more. I know I'm not an evil person, I think. So anything that comes out of my mind can't be that bad. So I feel a lot less burdened. Like, if people found out my deepest, darkest secrets, I feel like I wouldn't even care no more. It's just another voice, another mind. Like, everyone has terrible things that they have in their mind. The only difference is I don't care if someone knows or not anymore. And I feel a lot less burden from that. There's a lot less stress of trying to be someone who I want to be. Like, I'm just myself now, and that's it. There's no more mask. I'm free. I'm free from trying to keep up an image. Which is why I really like that last rule. It's something I learned recently. I mean, there's no point to an image anymore. I feel like that one's really, really important. Especially in an age where we try to keep up appearances so much. Like, I'm not anyone that's better or worse than anyone. I'm just someone who wanted to make the effort to make the world a better place, whether by being someone who teaches people stuff or sharing my art with the world or whatever. I'm just me, and that's it. This is me. I'm not trying to keep up an image. I'm not trying to be someone that I'm not. I'm just me. And that's cool, I think. But I feel a lot more satisfied doing what I want. There's a lot less of a burden now. Yeah. I got this Supreme box logo yesterday. It's from the Fall/Winter 2019 collection, so this is vintage to me. I was like probably 4 years old when this came out. This was 2019. I've been wanting this so bad. I have the black one already, but I really had my eyes on this red one, and I'm supposed to go to LA today with my friend. So wearing this red bandana logo, it might be a death sentence, so I don't know if I want to wear it. But like, I love Supreme so much. Like, look. I got myself 2 more of the same shirt because I love Supreme so much. Look at this, man. I'm not giving this shit away either. And they're brand new from the Fall Winter 2019 collection. Bandana box logo tee. I love Supreme box logos. I fucking love these shits, man. Like, these are brand new. They're sealed. They still have that 2019 air inside of them. So the moment I just rip them open, I'm just gonna feel this ecstasy of youthfulness again. Some of y'all weren't even like sperm cells in your dad's nutsack in 2019, man. What y'all know about this shit? I love these. I love Supreme so much. But yeah, I got like 3 of these, bro. That's some sick shit. But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say for today. Just remember, just love everyone. Everyone's really beautiful. Like, I don't even, this might be a whole nother topic for a video, but I really don't think anyone's really ugly, to be honest. I've been thinking about this. Like, disregard all that black pill shit. I always view human beings as art pieces. You know, it's not, like, it's just left for interpretation, you know? Just because you think someone is ugly doesn't mean they actually are. It's just the way you interpret the art. I interpret myself like I'm pretty decent, so I'm beautiful. I don't actually, come to think of it, I don't even think beautiful even exists. Like, there's no textbook definition of beautiful. Like, we have these rules according to science about how, you know, our facial thirds should be leveled up, but it's just art pieces at the end of the day. I think we're all art pieces. That's the way I see it. I can go into more depth in this in another video, but I think everyone really is beautiful, so I don't know. I might wear this to LA actually, and it was the last video I ever post. Just assume I got shot or something. Alright.